Next, we have with us Dr. Chidananda Swamy, who lives in Bangalore, Senior Consultant and Head Neurocritical Care, Brunei Neurosciences, Stroke and Rehabilitation Center, Brunei, Darussalam. He just moved from Bangalore to Darussalam. He's a past Vice President of ISA Karnataka State Branch, past President of ISA Bangalore City Branch. Presenting to you, Dr. Chidananda Swamy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me thank Dr. Bala Venkat and the team from Ganga Hospital and also the members of the GARC family for giving me an opportunity to come and share my thoughts with you on how an individual can progress from a resident to becoming a consultant. What are the role models, what are the pathways which he adopts and how he progresses. I bring with me greetings from my hospital, Pantai Jaradong Center, where I am working at present. It's exclusive neurosciences and oncology center in Brunei. My talk will be incomplete if I do not pay tributes to my teachers, my mentors, and my role models whom I have seen during my training, both undergraduate and postgraduate training. My undergraduate training was at Kasturba Medical College, Bangalore, followed by my postgraduate training at Armed Forces Medical College, Pune. I went on to do my neuroanesthesia and neurocritical care training at NIMHANS, Bangalore, and also had an opportunity to visit Assam Medical Center, so in Seoul, South Korea, for my transplant anesthesia and transplant critical care fellowship. As I have passed through the portals of these prestigious institutions, I had the opportunity to work and learn from various stalwarts in the field of medicine and anesthesia in particular. I was observing them and absorbing their working principles, their working patterns and the protocols and principles which they follow. I also had an opportunity to work with the defense services. I had joined the Army Medical Corps after my undergraduate training, and I was posted with the Indian Air Force as a medical officer. During my tenure with the Indian Air Force, the training and the working culture which is imbibed by me has definitely added certain values, the mission and vision and the working principles and the protocols and processes which need to be followed. I will not be talking about the various attributes which are essential to becoming a successive leader, because these have already been dealt with many people in various forums and various people. What I will be learning is what I will be talking is how life has changed after my Air Force tenure. All of us understand that today the military and the commercial aviation both have a nearly 100% accident-free record. And they have been able to achieve this year on year. How they have done this? By adherence to safety processes and protocols, by following teamwork and exhibiting exemplary communication skills. If we are able to adopt the same safety processes, the protocols, the team working principles, and the communication skills, we can definitely contribute to patient safety. These are the common crisis situations which we are faced in the...
Still another 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes?
Okay, please, okay.
Great, thanks. Hey, can you get Fiber Rock? He said he's going to be about 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
So this is a common situation which we face, where the surgeon is about to finish his case, and is speaking to the senior, has asked the junior colleague of his to give an additional dose of relaxant. So coming to what are the situation, how it can progress, these are the three types of responses which can be seen.
How much of this rock did you get?
I gave 5 mLs.
As in 50 milligrams?
Yeah, you said 5 of rock.
I meant 5 milligrams of rock, not 50. He said he's got like 20 minutes left.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Well, now the patient's going to be on the table for like an hour. Good going.
This is the second response which can be seen.
Hey, Sharice, how much of this rock did you give?
I gave 5 mLs.
As in 50 milligrams?
Yeah, I thought you said 5 of rock.
Oh, that's not good. No, I meant 5 milligrams. He's almost done.
Oh, sorry.
All right, no, it's no problem. Don't tell the surgeon, okay?
Okay.
Don't tell him.
This is the third type of response.
Hey, Sharice, how much of this rock did you give?
I gave 5 mLs.
Oh, you gave 5 mLs and 50 milligrams?
Yeah, I thought you said 5 raw.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I didn't communicate well. I meant 5 milligrams of rock. He's almost done, so that's going to be, it's going to last for a prolonged period of time now.
Depends on the training, depends on the circumstances of a training, depending on the protocols which you follow during the training and also for subsequently the hierarchical system in which you are trained and the hierarchical system in which you are working. The individual's capability and to accept responsibility of your errors occur, the decision making and organizing ability of the individual, the self-confidence and self-esteem of the individual also, all these play an important role in the decision making, how we interact with, face the situation and how we interact with our junior colleagues. What actually should have been the response?
Hey, Sharice, when you get 5 of rock, he's going to be done in 20 minutes or so.
Okay, sure. Oh, wait. Do you mean 5 ml?
Oh, no, I apologize. I mean 5 milligrams or half of a milliliter.
Oh, okay.
Just to help with closure of the peritoneum. Okay, Sharice, so it's obvious we had some communication problems back there in the OR. So what do you think about that?
I'm sorry. It was my mistake. I thought you meant 5 mLs.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. So if you're unsure about what I say, then you need to clarify that with me.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
So these are the common crisis situations which we face day in and day out in the operating room, and how we respond and how we interact with our juniors depends on how we are trained. To face any crisis situation, we need to always, whether we have a situation we need to plan before the hand when the situation comes. This is where we try to establish our protocols, how we execute the plan, how we go, what is our performance, and following the completion of the task, we need to sit and review whether we have gone as per the proper plan or whether there are any deviations and what are the circumstances which led to the deviation in the plan. So always, any situation we need to establish, plan your operation and operate your plan. That is, we need to plan beforehand and have to review our situation, what was happening. So we need to change, our communication skills need to change, how we interact with the juniors need to change, and this is a time for change. How we change and how we interact depends on our core natural personality, our inner essence, and how we, and all this depends on what are the situations where we have grown and where we have followed. So we need to transform from a culture of error and weakness finding, which can lead to blame, shame, and punishment, and to that one of learning and teamwork, where we redefine the roles of the team leader and the team members. And the team leader who progresses on has to become more efficient, has to be an efficient manager, and also help in efficient functioning of the entire team. The team members, most importantly, need to be empowered to question, not to blindly obey the orders. They need to be empowered to inquire, contribute, advocate, and assert themselves. In extreme situations where safety is a concern, they need to be empowered to intervene for patient safety. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for giving me an opportunity and wishing all of you a happy, safe 2021.